Hold on, did Tasha really just reveal something that nobody saw coming? According to sources going viral on social media, Tasha is saying that Mendeecees was caught red-handed with Erica in a covert hotel meeting, and it has fans going crazy. The internet is going crazy. Group chats are exploding. And now everyone is wondering what actually happened behind those closed doors. Rumors began to circulate late last night when Tasha went live with what she called undeniable receipts. And while she didn't reveal everything just yet, she did allude to a private hotel on the outskirts of the city. Emotions are running high right now due to Mendeecees and even surveillance footage that purports to show the two entering the same room minutes apart, and Yandandi's complete silence. Some fans are supporting Tasha, claiming that she is revealing the truth that has been kept hidden for too long, while others are accusing her of stirring things up. However, if even a small portion of it is true, it could ruin friendships, relationships, reputations, and everything. This drama may only be beginning. As soon as Tasha went live, the energy changed. Her followers, who are accustomed to her candid opinions and behind-the-scenes information, knew something big was coming, but no one expecting the storm she was about to unleash. Tasha sat in a dimly lit room with only her phone camera shining against her face. She said, "I've held this in long enough. People need to know the truth. What you're about to hear is going to shake everything." With a deep breath, Tasha started her story, claiming it began weeks ago while she was hanging out at a downtown lounge. The comment section exploded instantly, with heart-shocked emojis and wide-eyed reactions flooding in. When Tasha saw someone, she knew Erica by herself, looking anxious and constantly checking her phone. She became curious and stayed back, acting as though she was waiting for someone seen with. Then, out of curiosity, Tasha noticed a black car pull up with tinted windows parked without turning off the engine. The back door opened and she froze, watching as Erica quickly got up and walked straight toward him. They didn't hug or kiss, but the way they exchanged glances suggested there was undoubtedly something going on. They spoke briefly, kept their voices down, and then slipped into the sub together. Tasha didn't follow, but something wasn't right. A few days later, Tasha claimed she received a tip from someone who works at a posh hotel outside of the city, claiming that Erica had been there several times in the previous month, always checking in under false names and only for a few hours. The employee, whom Tasha refused to identify, said Erica wasn't alone each time she was joined by a man who fit Mendeecees' description, and that wasn't just a rumor. The hotel's front desk security camera had allegedly captured them entering the same room, albeit not at the exact same time. It's time enough to raise eyebrows now. At this point in the live stream, Tasha took out her phone. She didn't display anything, but she said she had screenshots of hotel bookings, messages between Erica and an unidentified number, and even a blurry still from a surveillance camera showing a man with Mendeecees' build entering a room that Erica had just walked in 2 minutes before. Fans watching the lab were freaking out. Some pleaded with her to post the proof, while others said they believed her. Without it, the comments section descended into a tangle of incredulousness. Tasha went on to say she had been considering speaking up, especially because Yandandi. She claimed that she tried to approach Yandi privately by sending her a message a week earlier but never received a response. So she felt that going public was her only option. The response on social media was immediate, with some users sharing old clips from the show where Erica and Mendeecees had awkward on-screen moments, where eye contact lasted too long and flirtatious jokes that didn't sit right, while others started accusing Yandi of being blind to what's happening right in front of her. But the loudest voices were demanding that Mendeecees say something. Meanwhile, Mendeecees' Instagram was suddenly inundated with comments about how much people liked Erica. But for real, he should not keep quiet because his silence only served to fuel the fire. There were no posts, no stories, just total radio silence. Erica also went completely dark. She didn't post, didn't go live, and even turned off the comments on her most recent photos. It seemed as though they were hoping the storm would pass on its own. This time, she claimed with even more assurance that a close friend of hers had confronted Mendeecees at a private party. Mendeecees denied everything at first, laughing it off as a joke. But when he was pressed further, he became defensive, saying that people were trying to split up Black families and that the hotel footage could have been anyone. He reportedly refused to identify the person he was meeting that day, claiming it was nobody's business. By this point, hashtags like #Mendeecees exposed and #Team Tasha were trending. And people began searching for clues in the form of old love and hip-hop. One viral clip showed Yan Dundee questioning Mendeecees about a mysterious phone call, and he had gone outside to view the footage, claimed that Yan Dundee had seen the footage that Tasha had mentioned and that she was devastated. According to the source, Yan Dundee wasn't ready to make a public statement yet. But behind the scenes, she was demanding answers because she felt betrayed not just by him, but also by Erica. They were friends, or at least she believed they were. But the most shocking part was that Tasha claimed that this wasn't the first time something like this had happened. Fans were wondering if that call was just business. Mendeecees' history dates back years before any of was revealed. She promised she had more to say, more evidence, more stories, and more tea. Fans are split. Some believe Tasha is speaking the truth and applaud her for having the courage to speak up, while others accuse her of clout chasing, claiming she only wants attention and views. Regardless of which side people take, one thing is certain. Everyone is watching and waiting for the next big thing, the next leap, or the next move from any of the three involved, just when people thought things couldn't get any messier. Another rumor surfaced, claiming that RIP's ex had been when asked who he suspected she was seeing. He allegedly responded, "I'm not saying names, but it's someone close to the family." That alone sent fans into a frenzy of connecting the dots and making up theories, with all eyes on Yan Dundee. People are pleading with her to go live and tell her truth. But she has so far remained too quiet, and that silence has fans more concerned than ever. The situation with Mengs and Erica was rapidly getting out of control as Tasha continued to reveal more details about their alleged secret meetings. And the media frenzy surrounding people were glued to their screens waiting for the next shocking piece of information to surface, but the internet was ablaze with speculation. And even celebrities couldn't help but share their thoughts. Tasha, with her ever-increasing audience, was reveling in the attention she had been receiving from her live broadcasts, which had been consistent in providing new details about Men's and Erica's alleged affair. But now the tone of her videos was even more dramatic, starting to focus not just on the meetings, but on the emotional fallout that was unfolding. The truth always comes out, and when no one could ignore the video that had surfaced, a blurry but damning recording of Mendeecees and Erica leaving a nightclub together, walking closely side by side as though they were more than just friends. Tasha would say, leaning into the camera to make sure every word hit hard, "This isn't just about a casual fling. This is about betrayal on a level that no one saw coming." Her fans were soaking up every detail she provided, with some siding with Tasha and denouncing Mendeecees for his behavior, while others were skeptical, hoping for more detailed confirmation from the parties involved. The video went viral within hours, and fans were having a field day with it. The two of them were laughing and sharing intimate moments, seemingly unconcerned with the cameras that were recording their every move. One fan wrote, "It's no wonder. Tosh has been saying it all along." Others were more skeptical, demanding clearer proof of the affair. This could just be two friends out enjoying a night out. "Let's not jump to conclusions," another user commented. However, as more information became available, it became more difficult to deny that something was happening between Men and VS. And the only shocking revelation made as the video continued to go viral on social media. was that another piece of the puzzle had come together. Tasha is still keeping her audience on the edge of their seats as she revealed an explosive claim that she had received messages from a source close to Mendeecees. According to the source, the hotel meeting that Tasha had mentioned wasn't just a chance encounter. Rather, it was carefully planned, and Mendeecees and Erica had been meeting in secret for months. They've been sneaking around for a long time. Tasha spoke dramatically, emphasizing that this wasn't a one-time event. Rather, it had been going on for a while. There are real feelings here, and that's what makes this whole thing so much worse. Tasha added, referring to the connection and the fact that Mendeecees had been telling Erica things he hadn't told anybody else. While some of DC's fans couldn't believe their favorite reality star would be involved in such a scandal, others contended that he was just another celebrity caught up in the web of drama and temptation. Erica's fans, on the other hand, seemed to think that she was just a victim in all of this, a woman caught up in Mendeecees' charm. The more Tasha revealed, the more online speculation about him increased. In a surprising turn of events, Yandandi finally made her voice heard. She posted a vague message on social media that sent fans into a frenzy. Sometimes you have to let the truth come out, no matter how painful it is. The message was brief but powerful, and it seemed like Yandi was subtly addressing the scandal that had been affecting her family. The post didn't specifically mention Mendeecees or Erica, but fans understood what it meant without further explanation. Was Yandi finally admitting the affair? Was she issuing an ultimatum to her followers? Or was just a cryptic message that there was more to the story than what was written? When it was made public, Yandi's post's comment area was overflowing with rumors. Some fans praised her for her silence, while others chastised her for remaining silent for so long. One fan said, "How can you stay with him with everything that's come out?" Another fan commented, "The rift between Yandi supporters and those questioning her allegiance was growing more apparent with every tweet." However, the drama changed course just when it seemed that when things got too heated, a text message appeared. It wasn't just any text, though. It was supposedly sent from Mendeecees to Erica. It was personal and full of desire, saying things like, "I miss you so much and I can't stop thinking about you." The message, which was now circulating on social media, seemed to confirm everything Tasha had been saying about the affair. Fans immediately took to social media, debating whether this was enough proof to believe that Mendeecees and Erica were in a serious relationship behind closed doors. The text was brief, but the emotions behind it were clear. "If this, I don't know. What will prove that they've been dating?" one person remarked, while another fan added, "It's so obvious now that men in DC can't hide this anymore." Fans and family members alike were anticipating a response from Mendeecees as the pressure on Mendeecees and Erica increased with each new revelation. What would he say? Would he try to hide the affair or come clean? How would Yandi react? Would she confront Mendeecees in public? Or would this entire scandal be handled behind closed doors? The longer many remained silent, the worse things seemed to get. The drama between Mendeecees, Erica, Tasha, and Yandandi was rapidly turning into a public spectacle. And it seemed like there was no end in sight. The stakes were higher than ever, and no one knew how this explosive story would ultimately play out. As more people joined in on the drama, Mendeecees had to make the increasingly difficult decision of whether to admit what was happening between him and Erica, or to continue to deny everything and risk further alienating those closest to him, with fans watching his every move. People started to question his character, with many seeing his silence as a sign of guilt. The scandal involving Mendeecees and Erica continued to spiral out of control, and the atmosphere was charged with tension as fans, family members, and the entire entertainment industry were glued to every new post, leaked text, and social media updates. Every day brought with it a new revelation, and each new piece of information pushed Mendeecees and Yandandi further into the spotlight. The atmosphere was charged with tension, and it seemed like the next step would determine the fate of his career. His relationship with Yandandi and the public's perception of him forever. As the world watched the scandal unfold in real time, Tasha reveled in the chaos while others struggled to process what had happened. However, Yandi in particular was left struggling with the reality of her situation, as she had always believed in her relationship with Mendeecees, had supported him through thick and thin, and had raised their children together. With each revelation she shared, she seemed to solidify her place as the one in the know. Her social media was inundated with comments from fans eager for the next shocking piece of gossip. And her following grew by the minute. Everything she had known seemed to be crumbling. The truth about Mendeecees' covert meetings with Erica had shattered her world, and the pain she felt was evident. How could the man she loved, the father of her children, betray her in such a way? Leaked video of Men and Erica had been the tipping point. Fans had suspected something was wrong, but the video proved it. The two looked too comfortable with each other, too close, and their intimate exchange raised eyebrows. The couple's relationship had always been scrutinized by the public. But now the focus was on the cracks in their foundation, and fans couldn't help but wonder how deep the betrayal had been. Seeing Erica for months had left Yandi reeling. Were there more secrets waiting to be revealed? Her public persona as a strong, self-assured woman had always been part of her appeal. But now that image was beginning to fall apart. What didn't? It say about her that she had been so blind to the truth that she missed all the signs, whispers, and rumors. The truth stung. Yandi had always been the one to keep her head up and be the rock for her family, but now she was unsure of everything. Was Mendeecees still the man she believed he was, or had he changed into someone she didn't recognize? Yandi negotiated her feelings. She also had to deal with the harsh reality that the public had already made up their minds. Fans were divided. Some thought Mendeecees had been the victim of deceit and manipulation, while others were certain that he had acted with deliberate intent. Regardless of one's stance, everyone had an opinion. And the internet was awash with theories and rumors about what had actually happened. Yandi was unable to avoid the incessant barrage of opinions. But one question kept coming up. Would she forgive Mendeecees and attempt to heal their family? Or would she end the relationship and start over? And the public eagerly anticipated her next move. But behind the scenes, tension was rising. Yandi's mother, who had always supported the couple, was now worried about her daughter. She had seen Mendeecees and Yandi grow together, had seen their highs and lows, and had always believed in their bond. But now that this scandal was hanging over them, she wasn't sure where things would go. She had a lot of love for Yandandi, but she also wanted her to make the best choice for herself and their family while Yandi battled with her emotions. Uploaded an ambiguous video in which he attempted to shift the burden and put his family first. "I'm doing this for my children," he claimed, "because I want to keep my family together. We will not be torn apart by these diversions." Fans' reactions to his remarks were mixed. Some praised him for attempting to maintain harmony, while others were annoyed that he would not confront the matter head-on. They wanted answers and for Mendeecees to take responsibility for his actions. But as the days passed, it appeared less and less likely that he would do so. Everyone was searching for Tasha, but she wasn't prepared to let the scandal go away. She had taken center stage in the drama and wasn't going to back down. She kept stoking the fire with every tweet and post, making sure that Mendeecees' betrayal didn't go unnoticed. Her followers were waiting for the next bit of gossip. And Tasha delivered when she shared another shocking text message between Mendeecees and Erica that revealed even more shocking details about their covert meetings. Can alter the fact that the message was unquestionably deeper than anyone had initially thought. The leaked messages caused a stir, with fans now doubting everything they had ever known about Mendeecees and Yandandi. Fans were divided, and the backlash against Mendeecees was growing. Many were disappointed in him, while others rallied around Yandi, urging her to leave him and take charge of life. As the drama unfolded, the family was left to pick up the pieces, and while Yandandi was trying to remain strong, the emotional toll was unquestionably. She had to decide what was best for her and her kids, but that wasn't an easy task. Mendeecees, on the other hand, was withdrawing further into silence in the hopes that the drama would eventually end. But the more he remained silent, the more it seemed to build. His lack of transparency only served to fuel the fire and the media circus. Surrounding him grew larger by the day. Then, just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, another video appeared, this time featuring a conversation between Mendeecees and Erica. Erica said, "I don't care who finds out," which seemed to confirm their relationship once and for all. Yandandi's world had been shattered, and it was unclear if she would fight for her family or if it was time to let go and move on. The drama had only just begun, and with every new step, the situation was getting more complicated. The video was the last straw, and fans were furious, and the backlash against men grew. It was evident that the public was no longer buying his excuses, and many thought he had crossed a line that couldn't be undone.